Hello, Gemini. How are we all doing this evening? We're doing kind of a... Oh, there you are, ladies, in the house at the bottom of the deck. Can I turn that on? Okay. We're doing a little travel tarot, stationary, in my sister's car. So, I figured, what the hell? We're both reading some cards. Might as well do this Gemini's reading. Maybe get to Cancer. Who knows? Maybe get crazy. Alright, this reading this evening, let's get this shit out of the way as we always do, is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any cross watchers that may want to try to get into the head of their Gemini. Good luck, by the way. As always, guys, woo, we're flinging cards for you. Oh, Temperance. Interesting. Okay, as usual, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The messages may or may not be for you today. One message maybe, the whole message maybe, and you might get nothing. If they do, cool. Let me know in the comments below. I love connecting with you guys. Sorry, it's bouncing around a little because I have a desk tray on my lap. I love connecting with y'all. And if it doesn't resonate, you can always go to cafeastrology.com. It's a really easy way to look up your natal chart and check out your sun, moon, or your moon and rising and your Venus signs. And that helps give a more all-over picture on what's going on for you, Gemini. That's just, you know, I'm a Scorpio sun, but I tend to resonate with my Leo moon readings sometimes. But I'm also Scorpio Venus, so I got Scorpio all up in my chart, so that's who I am at the core of things. So
Scorpio, if you end up having problems.
Okay, thank you. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Messages may or may not be for you today. Gemini, this is very, Three of Swords right in the heart of your reading. You guys are working on balance. You're working on trying to make something new in your life. So far we have Three of Pentacles, Temperance, Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords. You're working on trying to get a new start off the ground, either in your love life, you're trying to collaborate, you're trying to make it work. There you are again, ladies, on the bottom of the deck. Or you're just trying to make a decision. There's a situation that has you a little imbalanced, I believe. Or someone around you could be a little imbalanced, Gemini. With the Temperance card at the top of your spread, I'm doing a 9 card, past, present, future-ish again. I need 4 more cards for my Geminis, please. But with just what's here right now, you guys are really working very, very hard to make a decision, yeah, about your home life. You want a new beginning. You want the passion reignited again. You want the creativity. You want the balance. And with the Three of Swords in the center of your spread, it does tell me that there could be some heartbreak or sorrow fighting with the Five of Wands. But after that Three of Swords manifests, the beauty of that is, you know, there's clarity that comes. And you are no longer kind of like wondering what the fuck's going on. You've moved on, you know, from the Two of Swords of wondering which way to go to the Three of Swords. It's heartbreaking. It's the card of sorrow. It's the card of betrayal. But you know where you stand when that card manifests, if you know what I mean. So, oh, here's your card, the Lovers.
Shinier and prettier at the bottom.
And Knights on the bottom of the deck, rushing in to try to fix a situation. But sometimes bringing stress and tumultuous energy. 2 more cards. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me, jokester. One at a time. I did say 2 more cards, but look at this. The fucking Emperor and the Empress fell out together. I have to keep that next to the Lovers card. And it's funny because I was thinking about reading horizontally, and I usually have been going vertically. And I like to show you guys the spread lately, but all right.
I like to see the spread too.
Yeah. So check out the spread. You can give me one moment, please. I believe that there are messages both ways here, but I definitely with your card, the Lovers, coming out, and then I said, give me 2 more cards, and the fucking Emperor and the Empress fell out together. Normally I take 2 to 3 card drops or jumps, as you will, as a message, but that was a clear message to me right after your card, the Lovers card, that those were the 2 last cards that I needed, because as I was saying, you guys are trying to manifest a new beginning in your home life, I feel. I just showed you the spread. I think I'm going horizontal, and let's go with the bottom of the deck. Love an Emperor after heart. Honey, I see the heartache. You have the 3 of Swords is right in the middle of the spread. So, the bottom of the deck, and welcome to the channel. Thank you for staying accurate this far. You're moving into 6 of Swords. You're moving into calmer waters, okay? You're moving away from a rough situation. Sorry about the lighting. So moving out of a rough situation into a better situation. And that's funny, followed by the Tower.
Try it without the
You're
background
welcome.
light.
And followed by the Tower. So you guys are definitely moving away from a situation that was on an unsteady foundation, and you're kind of going into a smoother, calmer pastures. I'm going to go horizontal with the reading first. I feel that I could go vertical, but this evening I'm going to take it horizontal. In the recent past, Gemini, you have the 3 of Pentacles. You know what? Let's try this. This thing's fucking bright as fuck, but sorry about that, cuz. Whoa. Is that too bright, I think?
No.
Whoa.
Here.
Oh, shit, my neighbors. The 3 of Pentacles. You have the Temperance card. And you have the 2 of Swords. So this very clearly speaks to me that you guys are trying to work on a situation that someone, it could be you, Gemini, but it's someone in your life is imbalanced right now, or a situation has become volatile and imbalanced, and you are working very hard to collaborate with this person. You're working very hard to just generally be a team player, but the situation has come to an impasse. Not an empath, an impasse. And the situation has come to a point where you can go no further, Gemini, until there's a decision made. It's right or left, and I feel like this being in the past, you've already made this decision for yourself. I feel like that's perfect. Thank you. My sister is amazing. She reads tarot also. I feel like a lot of you have made this decision already, because of the current cards also, but you know what you're doing. Okay. Currently, we have the Ace of Wands right in the middle of the spread. We have the 3 of Swords, and we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. So as I was saying, in the past, you were trying to work with someone that was volatile. Past again, for any of you who've just jumped in, you were trying to work with someone that was imbalanced. They were a little volatile. The situation was not very good. And currently, you're still feeling a little bit of that residual energy. You might be being drawn into arguments that are petty, or that you are taking blame for situations that you are not at blame for, Gemini. And right in the center of your spread, so in the present, is heartbreak, is sorrow, is betrayal. Somebody, they didn't screw you over, like they didn't cheat on you. They didn't screw you over, like they didn't hit you or hurt you. They were just really fucking angry all the time, I feel like I want to say. And with that anger did come passion, but you were like, at what cost? You know what I mean? That's what I feel like for some of you. That might just be resonating for some of you. Now, you took the bull by the horn so presently to get out of this type of situation, and you decided to manifest a new beginning for yourself. And if this passion represents self-love for you, Gemini, good for you. It doesn't always have to be, a passionate new love affair. It could be a love affair with yourself. It could be a situation that needed growth with the buds on the wand, The universe is handing you a chance, a new opportunity to get out of the competition, to get out of the fighting, to get out of the sorrow, and to move ahead, you know.
The machine on the bottom of the swords.
You know, the bottom of the cup, the bottom of the cup, the bottom of the deck, after all, was the Six of Swords. You guys are moving into calmer waters, away from this tumultuous energy, you know. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius, an Aries, fire signs I feel heavily here, Taurus, Libra. That's what I have for you guys so far. In the near future, this is a pretty amazing spread. Again, I showed you guys your card. Oh, shit. I showed you guys your card, and then I said 2 more cards for my Geminis, and the Emperor and the Empress together. So some of you definitely will be able to rectify this situation that has been a heartbreak to you, that has been filled with sorrow, that has been filled with competition and whoa, sorry guys, that has been filled with competition and with petty arguments. And I feel like some of the arguments might not even have been with your lover, would have been with like your family members that maybe necessarily did not agree with you being with this person, but some of you have fought for this, you know, relationship in the beginning. Teamwork. You guys are really trying to keep this together. You're trying, you know, with patience, with compassion. I know that's kind of like the strength card also, but in the future, Geminis, your major arcana, the Lovers, and that's not always about, you know, the hunky-dory part of love. This is about making a decision in love, okay? Are we going to deepen our connection, or are we going to go our separate ways? And then right after that fell out the Empress and her counterpart, the Emperor. So you're making a decision on whether you're going to deepen your connection. For most of you, I can feel like the answer is yes. For most of you, I can feel like the answer is you're going to put the bullshit aside, okay? Because the Emperor and the Empress, they're not in these positions of power for no reason. You know, the Empress, she's resourceful. She brings abundance. She makes something out of nothing. She is, you know, the quintessential woman who provides for her family on a nurturing level. Now, the Emperor, on the other hand, he is all the good qualities of the masculine energy. He is protective. He wants to build a solid foundation for his family. He wants to protect them. He will fight for them. He will, you know, he's ready to go to war, you know. This is also Aries card, and this is Taurus and Libra's card. That's why I was feeling the fire and the earth and air. Gemini, you guys, I feel like have had maybe the past 3 to 5 months have been having a hell of a time, okay? But as with everybody else, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. I feel like your Tower has already manifested. I feel like your Three of Swords presently has already manifested. And you guys are going to be moving towards, you know, your calmer waters, your situation where things will start to even out, okay? And I see how many 3s here? 1, 2, 3. There's 3 3s. So maybe indeed it could be March that things start to smooth out. Maybe it could be 3 months from March. Maybe 3 is just your lucky number. You guys are the third. You guys are third in the zodiac, actually. So the house of communication, you know, things like that. That's why maybe 3 is showing up many times. How many? 2, 3. I feel like the 5, 5, 6. This situation is progressing slowly. I see an ace. I see a 2. I see 3 3s, a 4, a 5, and a 6. So 2 6s actually. It's moving along. Okay, so don't lose faith in your situation, Gemini. And don't be disheartened. Because I do see that there is pain here, but I see that it's pain that you're willing to work with, if that makes sense, okay? I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Moonology deck. This is a deck that I got a couple months ago. So you have faith in your dreams, Gemini. And I love this deck. It usually very typically validates the readings very nicely. And it's just a gorgeous deck in general. What are the messages, please, for my Gemini friends here? What are the messages for my Gemini friends in love? What does Gemini need to know? I feel like one of your cards are going to come out because there's new moon phases, full moon phases, and like special moons, like the blue moon, the super moon. But I feel like a new or a full moon in Gemini card is going to come out. Okay, this one. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. And I do have to read, I'm sorry, I do have to read from the book on this because I don't have all these cards memorized. I apologize. One more card for my Geminis, please. You want to come out. This is just on the bottom of the deck. I let hold your vision. Okay, the fixed moon. Take time to breathe out, but hold your vision. I feel like this is two separate groups of you. Maybe it's the group that walked away and the group that is holding on, you know? Fucking swear to God. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Alright. The bottom of the deck is you're good enough, full moon in Virgo. That's just letting you know that whatever you decide, however you feel, that you are good enough, Gemini. And this is my little addition, and those that can't see it, well, they're missing out. Take time to breathe out. I know I said 2, but I just said go, and the new moon in Gemini came out, so we're going to go with it. That's kind of funny, but, so disseminating moon is take time to breathe out. Hold your vision. Sorry, I forget where they all are. I think that's in the front, yeah. There's new moon phases and special moon cards in full, and there we are. Take time to breathe out. I feel like this is very important with the making decisions card, the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the Temperance card. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are you left with? The full moon in Virgo is a bitch, am I right? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that a situation that you're asking about has now peaked, and it is time for you to regroup and learn from your experience rather than go blindly forging ahead. Yes, that is the 2 of Swords. You know that you need to move from this situation. It cannot stay as is, okay? Have faith that what is happening now is for the best. Try to accept things as they are now and give yourself and others time out to relax, okay? Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel like you've hit an obstacle or that if you failed in some way, now is time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Attuned to the moon is I am where I am, and it's okay. I feel like that is part of that 3 of Swords too, because the 3 of Swords is about, after all, clarity after that heartbreaking situation, and there's no more confusion. There's no more what's going on. You are where you are, and it's okay. It has happened, but you're going to be okay, you know? Additional meanings for this card are you should know you should know whether you stand either now or very soon. That's exactly what I was just saying about the 3 of Swords. You need to take some time out for your own good. It is a time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. That could be the Empress card also. You know, your resourcefulness. And avoid falling into a slump, Gemini. And then we have hold your vision. This is a fixed moon. So this is, you could be connecting with a fixed sign. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. Oh, I'm Scorpio. Okay, so hold your vision. There are 2 possibilities with this card. What did I fucking say? I felt like there was 2 groups. There are 2 possibilities with this card. The first is you need to stand firm in whatever situation that you are in. The second is very different. Interpretation is something is stuck. That could be referring to full moon was a bitch. I've been waiting for a Korean love stuff communication from a Pisces. Just wondering if he is my emperor. I can pull a couple cards after I finish this, if you don't mind. We can try to see if we can pick up on his energy. I don't mind at all. I do that sometimes with the live readings. But so this is one of two situations. That could be referring to a situation that you're asking about. Either stand firm in where you are, or that you're feeling stuck. If that's the case, you have to think about what you can do to grease the wheels so the event can move forward. Are you being stubborn? That's that fixed energy. Hi, I'm a Scorpio. I know about that. If so, that's great, because when you really want things to change, there is a solution. Stop dragging your heels. Be the one to break the deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection also, and that's what the time to breathe card said too. Attuned to the moon. You have Psyche in 6th house in Scorpio. Scorpios, we're very, people either love in Scorpio. I knew what you meant, sweetie. People either love us or hate us. I have Scorpio Sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and in my 3rd house. My midhaven is in Gemini, I believe. And yeah, my midhaven's in Gemini. I think, yeah. Additional meanings for this card are staying power, faith, or patience is needed. That's that Temperance card at the top of the reading. Someone needs to back down, avoid stagnation, or a personal or professional relationship will be enduring. So you were talking about your career also. And the last card I pulled out because I happened to say it, and then I got the first two cards, and I kept shuffling, and the new moon in Gemini popped out. So I said, F it, let's go with it. Communication is key. Okay? Communication is key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini is all about a start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking through things is the answer to whatever. It is asking to whatever it is that you're asking about. If you can't talk to the person, you can journal about it yourself. Emails, texts, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. So maybe if you feel like you can't talk to them, email them, write to them, and don't give it to them. Rip it up. I've done that before myself many times.
It helps.
It does help. If the issue you're asking about is a concerning of siblings or neighbors, which I felt like siblings could definitely be involved with the 5 of Wands here. I could not, being drawn into petty arguments about this love situation. There's a new start coming. Boom, new start coming. And it's time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card is also to suggest that you may have been too frivolous lately and that you need to get grounded again. But more importantly, drawing this card emphasizes that you need to communicate. Gemini, that's what you guys do. That's what you do. You're ruled by Mercury. You guys are excellent communicators. It's time to communicate those feelings, okay? Tune to the moon, that second affirmation in this deck. Write a list of all the people you love the most and see if you are prioritizing them. Additional meanings for this card are time to tell someone how you feel. Does that answer your question? That's what it says right up top. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you. And read more books. Interesting. But, Gemini, you guys are the shit. I love you all very much. For those of you that this is the first time that you're stopping by my channel, thank you. I appreciate it. For those of you that have been with me since the very beginning, I love you all equally just the same. It's been almost 2 years on YouTube, almost 4 or 5 years in general off YouTube in life. So I want to say namaste to all of you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you.
Don't forget to request personal.
Kelly, I appreciate you popping in tonight. Thank you. Is this your first time stopping by? feel like you definitely tuned into the reading for a reason. That last card especially. If you're feeling like this way about your cusper, maybe it's time to have a conversation. Again, passionate new beginnings just fell out of the deck. It could be a good thing. This could also have to do with your career because it's about creativity and it's about, you know, fast-moving energy. Yes, for the lively you've watched me before. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's true.
I appreciate that.
I like live.
Live is fun. And I've been having to do live lately because my phone just hasn't had the space. And I can't, like, get it to go more than, wow, that was a lot.
My phone does the same thing.
Yeah. Thank you. You know what? I think there's a reason. You know, we're all divinely guided, and there was definitely a reason. I think that you tuned in. Now, the Chariot. Move forward with confidence. Move forward with, you know, not cocky, but with I'm the shit attitude. You know, move forward in a positive direction, Kelly. Okay. This is Cancer's card, the Chariot, but it's telling you to move forward in a manner of triumph and of self-confidence. You cannot stay where you're at. Once again, Two of Swords, that came out in the reading already. Cannot stay where you're at. You've come to a crossroads, stagnation. You need to make a decision. You know, if you feel like you're trapped in this situation, it's only a perception. You can very easily get out of those cloths and walk away, you know. And I feel like for you personally, it's a mental prison. It's not like a real powerless feeling. It's just a nervousness, and it's a feeling of helplessness, but it's very much up here. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's time to look at your situation from a new perspective. This is Pisces card, by the way, the Hangman, ruled by Neptune. So, you've given a lot to the situation. It's time to look at it from a new perspective. The Hangman is enlightened. You know, he is hanging out of a tree, but he's not just some rope-a-dope. He has illumination around his head. He's looking at a situation from another perspective to get himself unstuck out of the situation. So my advice to you would be to rethink your inks and look at your situation from another perspective. And I hope for you that you will be pleasantly surprised. Okay. Thank you, Kelly, for tuning in. Thank you all Geminis for tuning in. I love you all very much. I'm going to peace out, chill with my sister, and then get on to Cancer. And I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday night. Is it Thursday? It's not Friday. Thursday night.
Apparently, I thought it was Friday all day.
Yes, I did too. Thank you again, Kelly, for tuning in. I appreciate it. And whomever else is watching. I love you all very much. The universe does work in mysterious ways. Thank you. Namaste, Gemini. And take care of yourselves. Thank you.